my actual eyesight. Is there the high drive? Deep center! Go! 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 We're out of here! We're out of here! Say ya, playa!
Just like they drew it up in Hollywood, Caladros, the 3-2, swing and a miss! And the Audubon Green Wave have upset the Kingsway Dragons! And this is it for good! The Audubon Green Wave are back in the Final Four! A gold pile on their side!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DW Broadcasting's coverage of men's varsity.
From our entire crew, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one, folks. Now, perfect Terry Hill West is taking the field for the Diamond Classic quarterfinal. Game is set to play number 1 seed Gloucester Catholic on Saturday, and it'll be a fun one. As the rain has held off for another day, we thought for sure that we were going to be hit with the rain bug, but instead it will have to wait until Thursday because Mother Nature likes the Diamond Classic, and so do we. Austin Haney's getting a start for Cherry Hill West this afternoon, and it's going to be a great game between both of these teams as Lenape is trying to continue their Cinderella run as one of 3 teams that are 20th seeds or lower, that being Lenape, Northern Burlington, and Washington Township. Now, the other 2 games going on today are Washington Township and Delsey, and then Northern Burlington versus Kingsway. Those 2 games are going on basically as we speak, but game 1 of 2 in this DWB doubleheader is about to get underway. We'll give you starting lineups and first pitch in just a moment, but we will say that we will be covering 2 games today. 7 o'clock is going to be Highland versus Triton in senior night action for the Mustangs from the Belmar Rec facility. As we get introduced to Lenape, let's take a look at Matt Wood's starting lineup, brought to you by Tommy D's Home Improvement. For the Indians, hold on. There we go. Sorry, I had a tech malfunction there. Zach Barbash behind the plate bats leadoff. The Virginia Tech commit Grant Hunter in center field. Jordan Silver at the DH spot. Andrew Shank at the shortstop spot batting cleanup. Matt Kahn as the pitcher batting 5th. Jackson Wheeler at first. Zach Mios, Tyler Conrad at third base with Dante Diambra rounding us out at second base. Here we go. 3:56 p.m. from Cherry Hill West. Austin Haney's first pitch is a strike. It's 0-1. We are underway. Cherry Hill West was here a while ago, but Lenape didn't get here until around 3:15, and the umpires didn't show up until probably around just before the start of the game, around 3:40. That one's inside, and it's very quickly 3-1. Austin Haney in a little bit of trouble here, trying to work to and fro with the catcher Nick Mararchi for Dan McMaster's West Lions. That one is down and in, ball 4, and a leadoff walk for Lenape gets us started here in the quarterfinal. We're fixing an issue with the video real quick, so if there's, I know there's hiccups in the broadcast right now, we are fixing that at the current moment. All right, so a leadoff walk brings up the Virginia Tech commit and center fielder, Grant Hunter. He takes a strike. It's 0-1. Lenape 8-6 this year, led by first-year head coach Matt Woods, as that one misses, 1-1. formerly an assistant at Bishop Eustace, taking over the Indians, a fellow Olympic Conference competitor, as that's going to be a hit-by-pitch for Grant Hunter. And now Lenape's got 2 runners on versus Austin Haney. But Lenape, after a slow start to the year, has now caught fire, winning 5 of their last 6 games and 6 of their last 8, losing to Ocean City 11-4 in the Coaches vs. Cancer Classic, but beating Mainland in a huge upset in the Diamond Classic first round. They then won 3 in a row over Cherry Hill East, Camden Catholic, and Morristown. Morristown also being a second-round Diamond Classic game. Lost 11-5 to Rancocas Valley, but beat Cherokee in a walk-off win 3-2. Batter shows bunt. Jordan Silver takes outside, 1-0, pulled back in time. Now there are adjacent baseball and softball games going on behind us and in front of us here at Cherry Hill West. PVI is visiting the West Lions softball team behind us. So we've got a doubleheader and more than one way. Haney steps off. 2 runners on to start right away for Lenape. Austin Haney with a 3.85 ERA as a fly ball out towards left field. Going over and making the catch is Grippy. Or, excuse me, that is the left fielder Josue Holloway. And there's one down. As Silver is retired to bring up Andrew Shank. Now, the last time we covered Lenape, it was a big one. Andrew Shank with Cherokee up 2-0 at Lenape's home field. Got a 2-out, 2-strike, 2-run single to tie the game and send us into extra innings. That was back on April 13th, a couple of Saturdays ago. Lenape tied the game. Game went 9 innings, and after a 9th inning outburst by Cherokee, they won that interdistrict battle 7-3. So here's Shank, 2 runners on and only 1 away. Strike called on the outside corner, 1-0. Haney is just one of 3 pitchers for West that has racked up over 20 innings of work this year. 23 2/3, 22 hits, 7 walks, 24 strikeouts, and a 3.85 ERA. Foul deep down the right field line. That one almost hit one of the cars up there, parked along the first base line. And it's 0-2. Shank, the senior, on the other hand of the card, a 4-year varsity starter, 57 for 194, a 377 average this year, had his first career varsity home run earlier this year versus Cherokee in the 3-2 win. Here's the 0-2. Inside, that ball skips away. Both runners are going to move up, and he gets in there uncontested. So now both runners are now in scoring position here for Lenape. But as we were talking about, you know, Lenape is one of these 3 Cinderella runs that are going on simultaneously. I don't think I've ever seen this many Cinderella runs going on at the same time in a tournament like the Diamond Classic. You've got Washington Township, who unbelievably beat St. Augustine, and then also did the same to their second round opponent as well. And then also Northern Burlington in there, they've made a crazy run as well, beating Cherokee in the first round and then Pittman in the second round. But Pittman was also an upset, beating Ocean City 1-0 with a complete game by Hudson Rue, or a combined shutout by Hudson Rue and Nick Watson, the transfer from St. Augustine. Ground ball out towards third, picked up by Ryder. Throw to the plate, actually, is in time. No, not in time. That sent me for a doozy there, but it's 1-0 Lenape as they get the first run of the board on a ground ball back to third. So after Lenape got their first run off the bat of Shank, this brings up the pitcher, Matt Kahn. Runners on the corners here for the Indians. In the top of the first, they've jumped out to an early 1-0 lead. Hanny's pitch bunted up the first base line, picked up. It's going to be a fair ball, and they're not going to get anybody. Run scores, and the bunt single puts Lenape up 2-0. And a hyped up dugout for the white and red put the white and purple in a precarious spot. It's 2-0. So Kahn does his job, helps out his own effort, and this brings up the first baseman, Jackson Wheeler. Now runners on first and second for Lenape. Here's the pitch. Oh, he didn't follow through with the delivery. Time was called. I mean, what you're supposed to do as a pitcher is you're supposed to follow through with that delivery so you don't hurt your arm trying to do that. And I've seen a lot of pitchers at the high school level very instinctively just stop what they're doing, but it's natural to follow through and just throw the pitch. Even if it's 20 feet over the catcher's head, you still followed through with the motion, and that's better for your arm than just stopping frantically and causing a bad situation. First pitch. Wheeler gets jammed, fouls it back. So the first two runners have scored for Lenape. Only one out in the frame. Sixth batter up as West is in trouble. Here's a fly ball out towards right center field. That's going to split the gap. It'll drop and it will roll all the way to the right center field wall. Picked up, 1 run scores. 2 runs are going to score. Here comes the throw to the plate. It is not in time. And Jackson Wheeler opens the floodgates with a 2-run double. And it is 4-0 Lenape. Unbelievable. With both runs scoring on that double already, Dan McMaster coming out, and Cherry Hill West frantically has started warming up a pitcher in the bullpen. And obviously a very, very tough spot. That is Isaiah Pierce Gonzalez, the left-hander, warming up. Of course, they threw their ace, Ryder Garino, in the second round versus Paul Sixth. And now the umpire breaks up McMaster and his crew as a 2-run double by Jackson Wheeler puts this game into overdrive. It's 4-0. Unbelievable. So now, after that series of events, here is Zach Mioski. Runner on second here, 4-0 ball game. Popped up, first base side, and foul. And still only 1 out. But they're warming up Gonzalez in the bullpen for West. Someone's outside, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 from Hanny to Mioski. 2 pitchers squaring up here. No one's inside, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Fouled back, 2-2. Excuse me, folks. By the way, we will have live score updates on both of the other games going on today, as Kevin Minnick, our good friend, is at Washington Township Delsea, and Brian Tortella is at Northern Burlington Kingsway. So all 3 games are covered, and we'll be able to keep you posted whenever possible. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Austin Haney on the hot seat on this hot day. The pitch. Majowski pops this one up foul. 7th batter of the frame for Lenape and only 1 out here in a 4-0 ball game. Full count from the lefty. High chopper out towards second. Bechtel has it. Throw over in time. That moves the runner to third, and there's 2 away. Well, West seems to be somewhat of a offense-inducing ballpark, just because last time we were here, the final score was 11-7. And what happened last time? You might remember Paul Sixth started out the game with a 3-run first and a 3-run second. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead, and then, oh, hold on here, ground ball to John Young, runs in for it, throw across in time, on the scoop, and the side is retired. We'll hold that thought there, but Lenape is running hog wild. They bring up 8 men to the plate and score 4. We'll go to the bottom of the first. West grabs a bat in desperate need of offense. We'll be right back. Ball 4 Young. So Young walks, and this brings up the center fielder, Orifici. West trying to get back into this game after surrendering 4 in the first versus the Indians. That one is down, 1-0. Ground ball, fair ball, hits the third baseman's glove. He doesn't know where it is. That's an infield hit. Orifici. The ball hit off of Jackson Wheeler's glove, or excuse me, Tyler Conrad's glove. He tried to bring it in, but now 2 runners are on for Nick Marachi. Cherry Hill West starting lineup brought to you by Tommy D's Home Improvement. Your first three you've already seen. It's Young, Orafici, and Mararchi. Grant Fournier takes right field batting cleanup. Aiden Ryder at third base. Luciano McCree at first. Angelo Grippi at the DH spot. Josue Holloway in left, and Andrew Bechtel at second base with the starting pitcher, Austin Hattie. West is loving it. They're looking to be the comeback kids right here in the first inning. Clean up the mess that you started. Strike called to Mararchi. Like we said, last time we were here, PVI put up 6 runs in the first 2 innings, and West found a way to get it back. When you're 17-3, you will very often find ways to get the ball in your favor. Mararchi launches this one high in the air to left, going over Miyaski. He makes the catch. Both runners tag. Did he drop the ball? He dropped the ball. And it's a fair ball. No. They're going to send it back. I apologize there. So he dropped the ball, but it was in foul territory. So they'll charge a strike, and it's 2-2. Apologies about that. We don't have the best angle in the outfield. We didn't see what happened there. Washington Township and Delsey scoreless after 1 in one of the other Diamond Classic games. Oh, just in. Jack Fitzpatrick solo home run for Washington Township to center field. 1-0 Minutemen. That one is away, a little inside actually. 3-2. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. 2 on and nobody out. As the 3-2 is lined into left field, that's going to be a base hit. It bounces in front of Miyaski. Young is told to hold by McMaster. They throw to the plate with nobody coming, and the bases are loaded for Fournier. So Cherry Hill West has gotten us started here with a walk and 2 singles. And the bases are loaded for Fournier. Now you might remember, Fournier was a big part of West's win over PVI the last time we were here. He hit a 2-run home run to give West the lead in a game that they would eventually not surrender the lead any further in an 11-7 final. Now PVI has taken, ever since that second week of April, they've taken a big step down. They were 6-12 last I checked, and we were supposed to cover them this week versus Camden Catholic, but it just didn't end up working out. And on the day that we were supposed to cover them, which was tomorrow, it's going to end up raining. So here is Grant Fournier, an uncommitted class of 25 outfielder, looking to make a mark off of Kahn. He almost swung out of his shoes on that one, and it's 0-1. For the rest of this week on DWB, we were supposed to cover Paulsboro and Haddon Township at Rutgers Camden. We will still be covering a night game, but we decided to make a change in our schedule. It'll be Overbrook versus Pittman on the 10th, a 6 o'clock start from Alcyon Park. Here's the pitch. Ground ball out to short, picked up. They're going to flip it to second for 1. On the first, they get the double play. The run does score. Young gets in there, and it's 4-1. But Lenape stomps on the threat, and now a 6-4-3 double play puts West in a much less favorable position here for Aiden Ryder. That did move Orafici to third as a strike is called against Ryder. 0-1. down. 1-1. Excuse me, 2-0. Ryder, a junior, batting .353 this year with a very respectable .510 slugging percentage. 1 homer, 18 for 51, 16 RBIs. It's now 3-0. Later tonight, we have Highland and Triton, as Triton celebrates their senior night under the lights from Belmar Rec. 7 o'clock start time. It's a 3-0, and strike is called on the outside corner. Little favorable to Lenape there, and it's 3-1. There's a ladybug going across my camera lens, or behind the camera lens. She's just kind of checking out the equipment. Ryder rockets one into shallow right field. That's going to drop, and it's almost going to split the gap, but it's saved by Ethan Craig. Another run scores, and an RBI single by Ryder keeps West's rally alive. It's 4-2. That's exactly what they needed right there. They needed to get that confident single. Even if you don't tie the game in one frame, you at least want to start chipping your way towards it, even if you don't hack at it and eliminate it with one swing. And in this lefty-heavy lineup, we bring up another, that being Luciano McCree, the first baseman here for West. There's a ground ball out to second base, picked up, and the throw to first on a lollipop is in time. West slashes the deficit in half. They've still got work to do, don't get us wrong, but it's 4-2 after 1. One pitch, one out. Sorry, we were having a technical issue there, but as we kind of have been all night, but we are back. Diomber was retired on the first pitch. The new pitcher for West, Isaiah Pierce-Gonzalez. A 2-flat ERA in 14 innings with a very impressive 22 strikeouts across that time period. And it's 0-1 with one away. Zach Barbash walked and came around to score in the first inning. Swing and a miss. No, just missed. That's 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. And Pierce-Gonzalez with his first strikeout of the night. And there is 2 away. And now it goes back to Grant Hunter, who was hit by a pitch and also was one of Lenape's 4 runs that they scored in the first. First pitch fouled by Grant Hunter. The future Hokie, committed to Virginia Tech. 324 career average this year, batting .293, 12 for 41 with a homer, 8 walks, and 8 RBIs. Strike is called. It's 0-2. So Pierce-Gonzalez having a lot smoother of a first inning than Austin Hanney did, and he's going to look to be a long relief innings eater here for the Lions here in the quarterfinals. That one's outside. Now, his older brother, Cade Hunter, was also a draft pick and also a Virginia Tech kid. Currently in the Cincinnati Reds system, drafted in the 5th round of the 2022 draft. He's currently down in High A Dayton. That's where Chase Petty used to be before he got traded. This year, Cade Hunter batting .233 in 86 ABs with 3 homers and 13 RBIs. In his minor league career, in just a hair under 500 ABs, 764 OPS, 21 homers, 78 RBIs. Fouled back. So it runs in the family, that's for sure. My cousin's best friend, Sal Romano, was also a former Dayton Dragon before he got called up to the Reds in 2016. Spent a couple of years with the Reds. Now currently in AAA Worcester of the Red Sox organization. But see, baseball runs in his blood, it runs through my blood. Northern Burlington has jumped out to a 3-0 lead over Kingsway going to the bottom of the first. Still 2-0 Washington Township though. So we may have 3 upsets tonight if they all hold. But the fact that Northern Burlington has put 3 on Kingsway at all is very surprising. That one was outside, and now it's 3-2. Pierce-Gonzalez had a clean first couple of batters, and now he's run into a little bit of trouble here versus Grant Hunter as he launches this one out towards left, but it's foul. Had the distance into the hills of Cherry Hill, but no cigar there. Jordan Silver, who flew out to left his first time, is next. In non-Diamond Classic action, Overbrook and Woodstown are tied 0-0 at the top of the second inning. As PVI and Camden Catholic are also scoreless in the second. That one's outside. So Grant Hunter reaches base for the second time, neither fashion with a hit. Here's the pitch from Pierce-Gonzalez. There's a strike. Inside, here comes the throw. It's going to be a little high. Does he get the tag down? Yes, he does! Yes, he does! Side retired. The stolen base threat is thwarted, and Lenape is left runless. We go to the bottom of the second, 4-2 Indians. Matt Kahn still rocking and rolling here in the second inning, but after a tumultuous first frames, things seem to have calmed down a little bit. It's 4-2 Lenape after 1.5 frames. This broadcast is brought to you by Harper Driving School. 95% of students that go through Harper pass their road test on their first try because of their 30 instructors who are wonderful friends and teachers in the local area. Book your appointment today and ask for Tim at Suite 4 of the Total Turf Complex in Pittman, right off of Lambs Road. 1-1 as we get started in the bottom of the second here with Grippy, the DH. There's a strike on the breaking ball, 1-2. That one's high. 2-2. Ground ball out to third. That's a fair ball. Goes into the left field line. Mayoski's got to take an arch turn to get around it. And now going into second base, Grippy with a double. Angelo Grippy reaches for the skies, and he's got a leadoff double to start the second and to bring up Josue Holloway. At the moment in the bottom of the first, Kingsway has loaded the bases versus Northern Burlington in the bottom of the first. Minutemen now lead 4-0 over Delsey in the top of the third. Can you believe that? Washington Township, man, they're like this year's GCIT, even in the same division. They're beating powerhouses left and right. I mean, obviously, you've still got 12 more outs in the Delsey game, and anything can happen. But this is very interesting to see. Fouled back, Holloway. 0-2. Holloway, the junior outfielder, 378 average this year, 14 for 37 with a 595 slugging percentage. 2 career varsity home runs, 1 last year in the playoffs, 1 this year in the regular season. Holloway fouls it back. Still 0-2. He'll be followed up in the order by Andrew Bechtel, the second baseman. Seven, 8, 9 for Cherry Hill West. The 7 spot already got a double, and now that one's high and in, near the head. And it's 1-2. It's pretty hot. here in Cherry Hill West. 86 degrees, mostly clear. A couple clouds scattered here and there, but the real rain isn't coming until tomorrow. It looks like it's going to be a washout, and maybe even Friday as well. But hopefully, look, Overbrook and Pittman on Friday could be in jeopardy with that grass field. With all the water sliding down from the hills around it, could cause an issue. A 2-strike pitch inside, 2-2. Rutgers Camden has some great drainage systems, and not to mention the fact that it's turf, so it absorbs rain very differently than grass. So turf fields usually are a bit more sustainable for playing games not only in the rain, but after a heavy downpour. Matt Kahn forces a swing and miss on Holloway. 1 away. Strikeout number 1 for the right-hander Kahn. So Holloway worked the count, but just didn't get what he wanted. And now here is the second baseman Bechtel rounding out the order for the Lions. First pitch. Ground ball out towards short, picked up. Throw across is in time. It moves Grippy to third. There's 2 down. And now here's John Young Jr. First pitch to Young. Swings and misses. He's been waiting on that one. 0-1. Skips in. 1-1. John Young walked at his first at-bat. Later came around to score. Lenape got 4 runs in the first. Cherry Hill West answered with 2 of their own in the bottom half, but nothing since. West has a runner on third, though, as Young lines this one foul. That one almost went into the crowd down there. You see a good group of folks hanging around. And I think in that red shirt, there is John Young Sr. That look of the tattooed sleeve, or the tattooed arm, the sunglasses, the Oakleys, and the backwards cap, that's basically trademarked at this point. Young out to first, and a 3 unassisted to retire the side. Lenape's hot and ready after 2. They lead by 2 here at the Trot. We'll be right back. In life, the road ahead is full of possibilities, but to navigate it safely, you need the right skills. Harper Driving School is the premier driving school serving Gloucester, Salem, and Camden counties. With experienced instructors, many of whom are teachers in local schools, we are dedicated to your success and will help you master the road with confidence. With an over 95% success rate of students passing their road test on their first try, you know your student will be in good hands while embarking on a huge step of their young adult lives, all while avoiding the lines at the DMV and getting insurance discounts.
We chose Harper, and so should you.
Yep. Top of the third. Here's the first pitch. Strike call. Lenape and Cherry Hill West 4-2 in favor of Lenape here in the top of the third. After a scoreless second frame and a tumultuous first inning, we now have kind of settled into the game a little bit more. You know, first inning was wild, chaotic, and disorderly. Now we've kind of settled in, and it seems like this game is starting to kind of mold itself a little differently. I went outside. 2-1. West will bat 2, 3, and 4 in the bottom of the third, if that's a good sign for the Lions. Silver takes down 3-1. Silver, Shank, and Kahn. 3, 4, and 5 men for Lenape. So both teams are trotting out their heart and soul of the order in the third. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. Count is full. Silver flew out to left his first time. Some sort of track meet going on over at the Cherry Hill West football field, because you can hear 200 meters and all those sort of track terms. There's a swing and a miss. Isaiah Pierce-Gonzalez, IPG, with a second strikeout, and it goes to Silver, who's now 0 for 2 on the afternoon. This brings up Andrew Shank. Cherry Hill West this year, 17-3. This team is loose. If you'll notice, a lot of the players have bleached their hair, something that they did down in Myrtle Beach as like a team bonding exercise. You could see center fielder, you can see he's got it. You can see Pierce-Gonzalez has it. You can see Fournier has it in right field. Everybody's got a piece of the pie when it comes to that blonde hair. I've seen a couple teams do it, but I feel like Cherry Hill West got a lot more team participation on this go-around. Strike called. 2-1. Cherry Hill West started off the year 7-0 before losing to Cherokee 11-5. One of their 3 losses was versus Elmira, New York, in a 4-2 loss down at Myrtle Beach. But they went 2-1 at Myrtle Beach, beating Cazenovia 15-0, and I don't even want to say that name because that's a mouthful, but a New York school beat them 9-0. And their third loss came versus Shawnee on the 29th. So these guys have been very rarely bruised up in play. There's a strike on the inside corner. A beautiful curveball by Gonzalez gets strikeout number 3 and his second in a row, bringing up Kahn. So here is Matt Kahn. He singled and drove in a run his first time. That one's outside. Strike call. If West does not advance to the Final Four, they only have 5 games remaining on the season. They are on the road versus Morristown and versus Bridgeton. I mean, they're on 2 completely different caliber levels, but here's a floater in right field. Base hit with 2 outs for Kahn. I think there is some history as to why they play each other, but they then go under the lights in the Rutgers-Camden High School series versus Bishop Eustis on the 14th, 15th versus Shawnee, and the 17th at Seneca. So they have 2 home games, technically home games scheduled, but they're only going to be at the Tom Troutman Field for one of them, which is Shawnee on the 15th. Swing and a miss by Jackson Wheeler. So 2 strikeouts and a 2-out single. Kahn now 2 for 2 in the afternoon. Lenape with 4 hits across 2 2/3 innings with a combination of West lefties out there. There's a foul ball. It's 0-2. As we said, Orifici, Mararchi, and Fournier, the 2, 3, and 4 batters for West in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Edwardstown and Overbrook tied 0-0 in the third. At the end of the first inning, Northern Burlington leads Kingsway 3-0, so Kingsway did not score with the bases loaded. Washington Township leads Delsey 4-0 in the third. The Minutemen have been red hot. But Pierce Gonzalez ahead in the count to the first baseman Wheeler. And the 0-2 down, skipped in there, 1-2. This broadcast is brought to you by Garden State Pet Center. Keep your pet happy and healthy today with the most organic food products available in South Jersey. Visit 7 days a week at 226 South Whitehorse Pike in Audubon. 1 ball, 2 strikes from Gonzalez, and that's a foul ball. Hit out towards left field. That's going to drop in front of Holloway. And now back-to-back 2-out singles put Lenape in business here for Mioski. I mean, I honestly thought this was going to be a repeat of that RV Gloucester Catholic game from yesterday, where the team that is in the lower seating scores a whole bunch early off of sheer, sheer power of friendship and, sheer will. As a strike is called to Mioski. 0-1. But Lenape seems to be keeping the offense consistently good even after their 4-run first inning. They're now threatening to do it again in the third. I mean, this is almost exactly like RV and Gloucester Catholic from yesterday. A game which, by the way, shattered the DWB single-game viewership record for most concurrent viewers in a live stream, and is our most popular live stream on YouTube with over 1,300 views right now. Strike is called. 385 of you tuned in concurrently to watch that game, and can't be more grateful for the support we've received here on DWB. High chopper out towards short. Young has it. Jumping throw. And he got him. Side retired. John Young with a nice play at short to retire the side and leave Lenape dry. It's 4-2 going to the bottom of the third. Bottom of the third inning, let's look at that defensive gem from John Young to retire to side. High chopper out towards short. Young has it. Jumping throw. And he got him. Side retired. John Young with a nice... All right, in the bottom of the third, Matt Kahn still rocking and rolling as he faces the meat of the order for Cherry Hill West. 2, 3, and 4. Orafici to center fielder, the catcher Marachi, and the right fielder Fournier. Takes a strike. 0-1. I mean, you could hear it in the dugout for West. This team is loose. They're having fun. You know, they're on top of the world right now, but just not on top of the game. I mean, obviously a little bit surprising to see that outburst of a first inning from Lenape, but West is trying to right the wrong and get back into it. Orafici swings and misses. That's 0-2. Orafici singled and later scored as the second of West's 2 runs tonight. Orafici, shallow left center field, going over, diving. Grant Hunter makes the catch. Grant Hunter in center field, the future Hokie, makes a beautiful play in center field for out number 1. There's one away from Marachi. First pitch floated into left. That's going to be a base hit. It will hold it first, and a base hit for Marachi. This will bring up Fournier. The second of West's 2 runs tonight. Orafici, shallow left center field, going over, diving. Grant Hunter makes the catch. So here's Fournier. Scored a run, or actually drove in a run on a 6-4-3 double play. So despite that moniker on the scorecard, he still drove in an RBI. So you can't be too mad at that. And he was followed up by an RBI single by Aiden Ryder to cut the deficit to 2 runs, and that's where it's held. Throw down to first, not in time. Don't forget, later tonight we've got game 2 of a DWB doubleheader. It's Highland and Triton at 7 o'clock from Belmar Rec. Gonna be a fun one. There's a grounder back to the mound. That's not going to get him. That's not going to get anybody. Infield single for Grant Fournier. And now the tying run is on base for Aiden Ryder. West now with back-to-back hits, bringing up the lefty Ryder. First pitch. Strike called. That one's down. 1-1. That one is down and away. Two balls, 1 strike. Ryder takes a strike at the letters, and it's 2-2. This is a prime spot for West here. You've got the go-ahead run at the plate, tying run, that being Fournier, pretty fast outfielder on first base. You've got a chance to drive one into the gap. bring him around and tie this game up, send us back to square one. Fouls it back though. It's 2-2. As we said, Highland and Triton tonight. We were supposed to have Timber Creek and GCIT tomorrow, but with the rain in the forecast, it does not look like that's going to be the case. It's like going to be a 60% chance, and it's just going to be raining all afternoon outside. There's a line drive over the middle. That's a base hit in the center field. Rounding third. Here comes the runner to the plate. Orifici, he is safe. Excuse me, not Orifici, but the pinch runner from Arachi comes around and he scores. RBI single off the bat of Ryder, scoring Hayden Baker, and it's 4-3. And now Matt Woods coming out. Didn't see anybody warming up in the Lenape pen, but now there is. I don't know if they're making a change or if they're just talking to him. But obviously a tough situation here for Lenape. You had the lead and very slowly it's slipping away from your grip. Three-run home run, Tyler Scoppy, 4-3 Washington Township. Just happened. Shoppy, excuse me. Now here is McCree after the RBI single by Ryder. He's 2 for 2 with 2 RBI singles tonight. He's been quite good out there. So like we said, the winner of this game will play Gloucester Catholic on Saturday in the semifinal. And then the winner of Washington Township versus Delsea, and then NBC versus Kingsway, they will meet in their own semifinal. Imagine what it would be in a Washington Township Northern Burlington semifinal, because that right now is a very, very possible situation. There's a fly ball left field line. Mioski going over. He dives. Did he make the catch? Yes, he did. Zach Mioski brings it in. And Lenape's defense has flown all over the place and landed safely every time. 2 away. They disrupt the chain of 3 straight singles for West with a diving catch, and Mioski is hurt in left field. He is keeled over near the fence. I think he might have landed awkwardly. Lenape's assistant coach coming out to check on him. I think he might have just gone in there so quick and so rough against the grass that he might have just had the wind knocked out of him. You can see that he's talking to Mioski now. He's got his glove over his head. Excellent play by Mioski though. Obviously, you never want to see anybody get hurt, but that is an excellent effort play right there by the left fielder, Mioski. He will remain in the game. The only problem is, actually, no, this is a good thing. He got the last out of the top of the third, so he can at least go back to the dugout and for a little while catch his breath. I mean, obviously diving in the grass like that, I mean, this is not exactly smooth grass all throughout. It's cut pretty short, but especially in this kind of situation, you're landing stomach first. You know, you're kind of doing a belly flop. You're not exactly leading with your legs or your knees, so when you're going straight out like that, that can kind of knock the wind out of you if you get rattled around in your head a little bit. Here's Grippy now. He doubled to lead off the second, did not score. but it's 4-3 Lenape. West's dugout loving it with a tying run in scoring position. Strike called and 1-1. If the inning continues, Josue Holloway will be next. Fouled that one. Looks like he might have fouled it off his foot. It's 1-2. One ball, two strikes. Tying run on second. West looking to swing the game back in their favor. Inside by a hair, 2-2. You're watching coverage of the Diamond Classic quarterfinals on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. If you have any questions or comments about today's broadcast, drop me a line at thedanwilkinsshow@gmail.com. That one is down, all four, and Holloway Grippy reaches first on a walk, bringing up Holloway. Bases loaded. Fournier on third, Ryder on second, and McCree on first for Holloway. As we said, Lenape's got a lefty warming up in the pen. Your next lefty that you would have to worry about is John Young, so they might try to round out this rotation of the order and then bring in the lefty for that series of Young, Fournier, Ryder, McCree. You know, the good bunch of lefty hitters in that West lineup. Just something to consider. Time called. Strike call. 1-1. Here we go. 2 outs, bases loaded. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Josue Holloway pops this one up, straight up behind the plate, and it's foul. 1-2. One ball, two strikes with the bases loaded for Holloway. He misses low. 2-2. Holloway, the junior, batting .378 this year. 1 homer, 17 walks, 17 runs scored, 15 RBIs, and a 14 for 37 campaign. He is 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout, and now he's got 2 strikeouts to his name. Holloway strikes out to strand the bases loaded. That is exactly what you wanted for Lenape. It's 4-3 after 3 in favor of the visitors. We'll be right back. It is time for DWB Trivia Time. Today's question is, what Major League Stadium has the shortest distance to center field? As here's a bunt down the third base line, goes back to the mound. Throw to first, not in time, he dropped it. Didn't get there. And that is going to be a bunt single off the bat of D'Ambra to get us started in the fourth. So yes, let's say that again. Shortest distance to center field in any Major League ballpark. Is it Dodger Stadium, Kauffman Stadium? Excuse me, Yankee Stadium, Kauffman Stadium, or Dodger Stadium? Oh, Citizen Bank Park was the other one, sorry. I wrote that question a couple weeks ago, so I'm a little rusty, but I do know the answer. We'll reveal it to you in the bottom of the fourth inning. Now that is if you were to draw a straight line from home plate to center field. No, weird middle alleys in the corners. That's just if you drew a straight line from home plate to center field. 0-1. That one goes down the line. No balls, 2 strikes to Barbash after the infield single by D'Ambra. Barbash with a walk and a strikeout to his name tonight. Inside, 1-2. 4-3 Lenape here in the top of the fourth. 4 runs across in the first inning, but nothing since. And even Cherry Hill West loaded the bases in the bottom half of the third, but did not score. Strike 3, got him right down the pipe. And Barbash is down looking for the second time tonight. And there's one away for Grant Hunter. Hold on. Oh, I apologize. I had that wrong. So Conrad got the base hit. D'Ambra struck out. I apologize. And now this brings up Barbash. My bad. Delivery is a strike called. 0-1. Here, no, throw down the first, not in time. That one's high. 1 ball, 1 strike. After Barbash, Grant Hunter, the center fielder, who made a nice diving catch. He is next. Took a high curveball, went after it, but it is a foul ball. 1-2. Back-to-back Ks for Gonzalez. And there's 2 down. Here's Grant Hunter. Grant Hunter got hit. And for the second time tonight, he takes advantage of a hit by pitch. And in fact, he's reached base all 3 times with 2 plunks and a walk. So he has been getting banged up, but helping his team out in the meantime. Here's Jordan Silver, 0 for 2 tonight. Ball up high. 1-0 to Silver. Flew out to left and struck out in his first 2 at-bats. Obviously not what you want in the 3 spot of the order. Washington Township's Jared Dzierskowski hit a solo home run to make it 5-3 Washington Township in the bottom of the 5th. Strike called, and it's 1-2. 2 homers in the game for Washington Township. Outside. Looked like he got a good frame on it, but didn't get the ball. Two balls, 2 strikes. Outside. 3-2. Steps off. Popped up and foul. Still 2 strikes against him. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lenape has gotten 2 runners on for the 2nd inning in a row, and has put men on base in every inning. Strike 3 called. Side retired. Gonzalez strikes out 3, allows 2 base runners, but again, no runs. Lenape has been so close to extending that lead since the 1st inning. And now Dan McMaster having some words with the umpire. I'm not sure what was going on there, but obviously a discussion going on. We will go to the bottom of the 4th. 4-3 Lenape.
Tommy D's Home Design Center has opened a 2nd location on Creek Road in Belmar, operating in Philadelphia for over 25 years and now expanding into South Jersey. Tommy D's is the place to go for kitchen cabinets, countertops, and cabinet accessories, heavily discounted compared to big box retailers. Stop in, take a seat, and watch as our experienced kitchen designer makes the kitchen of your dreams right in front of you. Tommy D's is the best in the business for quality kitchen countertops and cabinets that fit all budgets. Call us today at 856-210-9504 or visit the new location in person on the corner of Creek Road and Harding Avenue in Belmar next to the 42 on-ramp.
Lenape's number 7 on the hill. Can't see his name on the back of the jersey. Thought I'd have a better look at it, but NJ.com doesn't have numbers on the jersey. It looks like It is Friedman. Derek Friedman. All right, thank you, Chris. Derek Friedman on the hill for Lenape here in the bottom of the fourth, replacing Matt Kahn. Yeah, Derek Friedman delivers the first pitch. So Matt Kahn allowed 3 runs, all earned. Only had 2 strikeouts, both to Josue Holloway. That one misses. Uh, 2-0. So it's Bechtel, Young, and Orifici. It's a ground ball through the right side. That's going to be a base hit. No, here comes a sliding throw, and he got him. Beautiful sliding play from one second baseman to another. He got him. One away. Here's Young. It is time for DWB Trivia Time. Today's question is, which Major League ballpark has the shortest distance from home plate to center field? As Young fouls it back, 0-1. The options... Take a look at that again. Or Dodger Stadium, Yankee Stadium, Kauffman Stadium, or Citizens Bank Park. Chris, you got a guess on this one?
I'm gonna go.
Young grounds this one out towards third. That's a fair ball, and he is safe. Infield single for Young. And he gets aboard as the tying run. So sorry to interrupt there, but Chris, you got an answer?
Everyone calls stadium Mickey Mouse ballpark, but center field is the deepest part, like 400. I'm gonna go with Dodger Stadium.
Dodger Stadium is correct. 395 feet to center. The only ballpark in Major League Baseball to have a line of less than 400 feet. As Dan McMaster is out at home plate discussing with the umpires. They're going to have a pinch runner for Young. So Young is pinch run for here in the bottom of the fourth. As here is Orifici. He takes this one back to the mound. Picked up by Barbash. He doesn't have a play. Baker advances to second. And now an infield single for Orifici. Puts the tying run in scoring position. Back-to-back singles by West. Put them in business here. West with 9 hits so far tonight, all singles except for one, the double off the bat of Grippy. Every other hit has been a single. Inside to Mararchi. And it's 1-0. That one's down, 2-0. Going to the top of the fourth, Northern Burlington still leads Kingsway 3-0. So it's 3-0. This will be a nice addition for the Lions if they can load the bases with only 1 out. Strike right down the pipe though, slowed down the velocity a little bit, and trades it off with a strike. Derek Friedman, the lefty junior, delivers a 3-1. Strike 2. Friedman with 8 2/3 innings, 12 runs, 5 unearned, 7 earned, 7 walks, 8 strikeouts, and a 5.65 ERA in his 6th appearance of the season. That one is hit out towards center field, going over. Miyaski makes the catch in left center, and there's 2 away. So Mararchi is retired, and this brings up Fournier. So Mararchi now 2 for 3 on the night. Here on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon, Fournier looking to play hero here in the bottom of the 4th. Oh, he took a huge hack at that one. He either was going to send that ball to the moon or he was going to whiff, and he created some air conditioning instead. It's 0-1, or 0-2 rather. Delsey just tied the game versus Washington, 5-5 going to the 6th. Down on a curveball. So the current situation is that the tying run, Hayden Baker, is on second, running for Young, and then Orifici is on first. Two outs, 2 on after the fly ball to left off the bat of Mararchi. Strike 3! A looping curveball sends West into a loop. It's 4-3 after 4. They're down to their final 9 outs here in the quarterfinals. We'll be right back. Rodriguez looking for another shutdown inning here in a 1-run game. Lenape leads 4-3 after 4, going into the thick of it here this Wednesday afternoon. One 0 to Shank. Pulled back on that bunt. As that one is high. Fouled back. It's 2-1. inside. And it's 3-1. As we said, Washington Township and Delsea all tied up at 5-5. That's going to be a base hit in the left field corner. Holloway goes for it. Now chugging into second base. The throw beats him. He got him! Shank went for two, but instead is retired on a beautiful throw from left, intercepted by Bechtel. And here is Kahn. Beautiful play by West. Excellent execution, and he got it done. Strike call. There's another strike call. 0-2. To the count. To Kahn. Swing and a miss. He got him. 2 down. Well, if West can have this shutdown inning, you couldn't ask for anything better. Your offense is very slowly getting warmer and warmer. And when you need it to happen, you just need the defense and offense to reciprocate off of each other and make the plays that you need to make. That one is outside of Jackson Wheeler. Now, he has been kind of the unsung hero here. A 2-run double in the first and a single in the second. So he is 2 for 2 tonight. It's a fly ball. Shallow right field. Fournier going over, and he makes the catch. Side retired. West with the shutdown inning that they absolutely needed here in the quarterfinal. We go to the bottom of the fifth, 4-3, Lenape.
Garden State Pet Center is an independently owned full-service pet store. Our specialty is promoting companionship between people and animals by providing the healthiest product choices available, including all-natural foods, supplements that support and relieve health issues, and innovative products for pet parents. Our goal is to provide our customers with a relaxing environment, and while we're not striving to be the biggest store on the East Coast, we're striving to be the best. No other pet store will make you feel at home like we do. At Garden State Pet Center, we view pets as members of the family. We don't believe in fast, high-pressure sales, but instead matching up the right pet with the right owners, as you are making a lifelong commitment. Together with our team members, we would like your visit to our store to be both enjoyable and educational. Simply drop in and take a look around. View the birds, reptiles, small animals, toys, food, cages, and miscellaneous items. Learn of the services we have to offer and decide for yourself if this is the store you'd like to call your home away from home.
Victor Santucci, owner of Garden State Pet Center. Visit us today at 226 South Whitehorse Pike in Audubon, New Jersey. We're open 7 days a week for all of your pets' needs.
Cherry Hill West and Lenape. We thought this would be a back and forth game, and frankly, I thought it was going to be a slugfest because 90% of the offense has been in the first inning. Lenape got 4 runs in the first. West struck back with 2, and it's been basically the same ever since. First pitch to West is inside, as it'll be Ryder, McCree, and Grippy. 5, 6, and 7 for the Lions in the 5th. That one's inside. But the story of West has been the story of singles. They've had 9 hits tonight, 8 of them singles. They got got 2 runs in the first, and Aiden Ryder has driven in 2 of their 3 runs. There's a ground ball out to second base. Oh, he booted it, but can he recover? No! Infield single! Aiden Ryder, that might actually end up being an E4 against Lenape. But Ryder, once again, gives Cherry Hill West some hope with the tying run now being on base. Here is McCree. Lefty-lefty matchup versus Friedman. Breaking ball. Golfs it in the shallow left center field. It's going to drop. Tying run advances again. Really nowhere anybody could go with it. He just hit it into the Goldilocks spot where nobody was covering, because either the shortstop wasn't playing deep enough and the outfielders were a little too deep. But again, you can't really blame anybody for that. That's just how it works. And now here's Grippy. He had a double in the second. So an error and a single, which is West's 9th single of the afternoon and their 10th hit all told, kind of just goes to show how weird this game's been in terms of leaving runners on base. They're going to throw it down to first. The sacrifice bunt is successful. And there's one away. Runners on second and third now. Tying run 90 feet away. As this brings up Holloway. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, including in the third with the bases loaded. Don't forget to tune in at 7 o'clock tonight for senior night action between the Highland Tartans and the Triton Mustangs in Tri-County Liberty play. And now just a quick meeting between pitcher and catcher here. So here's the number 8 hitter, Holloway. 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts for him tonight. Outside, 1-0. 2 runners in scoring position for Cherry Hill West. That one's back up the middle. This game's going to be tied. West might take the lead. Here comes the throw. They're going to hold them. Tie game, though. 4-4. West ties it up on a base hit from Holloway. After breaking the offer with 2 strikeouts, he saves his reputation. Actually, no, that wasn't even Holloway. They pinch hit for him. Cody Kessler, base hit, tie game. So Holloway was pinch hit for, and he ties the game. Cody Kessler, RBI single. Go ahead run on third for Bechtel now. Steps off. Bechtel 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. So with Kessler getting the RBI single, that was his 12th RBI of the year. And he now holds a .423 average. Quick meeting between the base coaches and the runners.
Next movement into second place looks like.
Now that it's 4-4, all tied up, making things interesting here. Here in the bottom of the fifth, trying to get things going and get things back into order for West. Here's a bunt. Goes back to the mound. He shovels it to the plate. It's not in time. West takes the lead. A bunt single at the bottom of the order. And Andrew Bechtel plays hero again. He breaks the offer. And West has taken a 5-4 lead here in the bottom of the fifth on a successful bunt single that travels less than 30 feet. And now runners on first and second for Young as he's going to try to break this game open again and give West their flowers here in the middle frames. Young golfs the curveball to left on the first pitch. It's taken in by by Kahn, who took over in right field for Craig after being relieved. And there's 2 down. Zachary Smith, the right-hander, warming up in the pen for Cherry Hill West here in the bottom of the fifth. Might take over in the sixth in relief of Pierce Gonzalez. So here's Orifici after the first pitch fly out. That one goes to the backstop. Both runners were already in motion, and they advance on a wild pitch. Kessler on third, Bechtel on second, and how about the 8 and 9 hitters driving in the RBIs to give West the lead back. Strike called. One ball, one strike to Orifici. It was 2 for 3 tonight with 2 singles and a fly out. That one's outside, 2-1. Chops this one back to third, or actually back to the mound, and it's a foul ball. Breaking ball outside. 2-2. Excuse me, count full. Northern Burlington has taken a 5-0 lead over Kingsway. That's going to be a walk to load the bases for Marachi. Also a 2 for 3 hitter tonight. So here's Marachi. 2 singles in his first 2 at-bats, and then a fly out to left. That one's fouled back, 0-1. Marachi takes outside. Friedman's been really heavy with that curveball, and it's bit him a couple times, especially if West figures it out. You know, they've known that curveball has a lot of drop to it, so they've kind of figured out the position, and they've taken a lot of pitches on that curveball. And again, this time he hits it. It is a foul ball. 1-2. But Cherry Hill West, I mean, if they can get a couple RBIs here, the game would go heavily into their favor, and of course Lenape would have their backs against the wall for the first time in a while in this tournament. I mean, they beat Mainland 6-2, and then they took care of Morristown. This is the second Diamond Classic opponent in a row for them that has been out of the Olympic Conference. outside by a hair, 2-2. Little chopper out to first. He goes to tag him. He's under the tag. He's under the tag. And West now is going to bring home 2 runs. They weren't paying attention. The ball goes into left field. West is going to score 3 runs. A bunt in the infield gives West a huge lead. They just cleared the bases on a ball that went 50 feet. And it is 8-4. That is unbelievable. A bunt by Marart, or a little check swing. The ball went out to first base. He went to tag him. He got under the tag. They weren't paying attention. Then a second run came home. They went to check the runner on third. That throw it into left field, and 3 runs score because of it. And Cherry Hill West has taken an unfathomable 8-4 lead here in the 5th. And now Matt Woods talking to Friedman. They've got another righty warming up, which is, I believe, Jordan Silver. No, I apologize. That is Green. C.J. Green warming up in the pen for Lenape, the right-hander. But West now leads 8-4 as the lefty Derek Friedman steps up to face another batter, which, again, that wasn't really his fault. Simple 3 unassisted ground out to end the inning. Instead turns into 3 runs in a defensive disaster. Here comes a bunt. Friedman has trouble with it, and he's not going to get him. Infield bunt by Fournier. Puts runners on the corners now. Green still warming up. Haven't gotten the signal yet from Woods to make the change. But I think they're going to try to go through this lefty blotch in the order. Try to hang on to it. Both runners advance on the wild pitch, and now 2 runners are in scoring position. West going hog wild here with a 5-run 5th inning. So now it goes back to Aiden Ryder, who got us all started with an E4. Inside. Here's the pitch. Inside again. .3-0. So 3-0 to Ryder with 2 runners on, and Lenape is collapsing in front of our very eyes. Strike called, 3-1. Ball 4. And here comes Matt Woods. So there will be a pitching change. C.J. Green will come in for Lenape here in the bottom of the 5th. Cherry Hill West looking to blow this game out of the water as it's 8-4 here in the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back.
Garden State Pet Center is an independently owned full-service pet store. Our specialty is promoting companionship between people and animals by providing the healthiest product choices available, including all-natural foods, supplements that support and relieve health issues, and innovative products for pet parents. Our goal is to provide our customers with a relaxing environment, and while we're not striving to be the biggest store on the East Coast, we're striving to be the best. No other pet store will make you feel at home like we do. At Garden State Pet Center, we view pets as members of the family. We don't believe in fast, high-pressure sales, but instead matching up the right pet with the right owners, as you are making a lifelong commitment. Together with our team members, we would like your visit to our store to be both enjoyable and educational. Simply drop in and take a look around. View the birds, reptiles, small animals, toys, food, bird cages, and miscellaneous items. Learn of the services we have to offer and decide for yourself if this is the store you'd like to call your home away from home.
Victor Santucci, owner of Garden State Pet Center. Visit us today at 226 South Whitehorse Pike in Audubon, New Jersey. We're open 7 days a week for all of your pets' needs.
Two-strike count against Grippy. Outside. With Green trying to end this madness. Ball 4. I mean, Lenape's just collapsing right now. No other way to describe it. So here is Kessler now. No, it's Holloway again. Kessler hit for one at bat and then Holloway came back. I don't understand that, but Holloway just checked, swinged it into right field. How about that? He didn't even go all the way around. 2 runs are going to score, and it's 12-4. Cherry Hill West could end it in this inning. Yeah, corners again. 2-run single by Holloway. This is unbelievable. A 9-run inning. I don't think I've ever seen a turnaround like this at least not in a long time, with 2 teams as good as these guys are. So Holloway with 2 hits in the actually Kessler with 1 and Holloway. And here is Beck Bechtel. He singled in the first inning and got, in the first part of this inning and got an RBI. My scorecard is very quickly becoming chicken scratch here as there's a strike called. Here's the pitch from Green. Inside. So yes, if West gets 2 more runs, the game is over. With the mercy rule, I never would have thought the mercy rule would even be a question in this game. Especially when it was 4-3. It was looking fine and dandy. There's a strike, 1-2. Cherry Hill West on their 15th batter of the inning. Unbelievable. A 9-run frame. This one's hit out towards center field. Hunter is there, and he makes the catch. Well, they really don't want us to cover Highland Triton because they're going to send us to the 6th inning. It is 12-4 Cherry Hill West. We'll be right back.
In life, the road ahead is full of possibilities, but to navigate it safely, you need the right skills. Harper Driving School is the premier driving school serving Gloucester, Salem, and Camden counties. With experienced instructors, many of whom are teachers in local schools, we are dedicated to your success and will help you master the road with confidence. With an over 95% success rate of students passing their road test on their first try, you know your student will be in good hands while embarking on a huge step of their young adult lives, all while avoiding the lines at the DMV and getting insurance discounts.
We chose Harper, and so should you.
Dan McMaster's in center field. Can't say I've seen this before. He just walked through. He's got somebody's car keys in his hand. So versus Pierce Gonzalez here. Yeah, I think we heard him say he ran out of baseballs. Bunt. Back to the mound. No, that's going to be trouble. He got him. 1 away. So Mioski is retired. I mean, that's just unbelievable. 15 batters, 9 runs, even for a game between a 28 seed and a 4 seed. That's still incredible because Lenape had this game by the ropes for a while. Yeah, well, Lenape is no pushover. That is for sure. Hitting the left, base hit. Down into the left field line, picked up by Grippy. That'll be a 1-out single for Conrad, bringing up Diambra. Northern Burlington leads Kingsway 6-0. Fly ball straightaway right. Fournier is there. Backtracks and makes the catch. 2 down. Delsey just walked it off. Walk. Well, Kevin Minnick just reported 3 minutes ago, Cole Hudson walk-off hit by pitch. Delsey beats Washington Township, the lowest seed to advance to the Elite Eight, 6-5. And after Washington Township had led, like, what, 5-0? Yeah, it was 5-0 though at one point, and unbelievable. So Cole Hudson, walk-off hit by pitch. Delsey advances to the Final Four. They'll play the winner of NBC and Kingsway, and NBC looks like they've got an opportunity to win that game too in the 6th. That one's a hit by pitch, and Barbash gets on base.
We got 2 RPG.
Quick mound visit here. I saw Zachary Smith warming up in the pen for West, but they will stick with their man, Isaiah Pierce Gonzalez, here in the 6th. I didn't see McMaster. That's the funny part. He went out to, oh yeah, he just came out from center field. He grabbed more baseballs. I guess he went back to the locker room and grabbed some more there. It's a little interesting though, as it's 1-0 to Grant Hunter, who's 0 for 0, 2 hit by pitches. After a fly ball to right by Diambra, caught by Fournier, and a hit by pitch, you've got 2 on and 2 out. The count. And McMaster's catching a ride. He's getting the express back to the West dugout. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I saw him walking out to center field, and there's a couple of folks out there in center field that are in Lenape gear, so I didn't know what that was all about. But he just walked through the fence. I thought he was going to his car or something, but no, he had to go back to the locker room to grab more baseballs. That's ball 4. Bases are loaded. So a 4-pitch walk, and Grant Hunter is still 0 for 0 with 2 walks and 2 hit by pitches now for Jordan Silver. As we said, Northern Burlington leads Kingsway 6-0 in the top of the 6th. And the other game just ended. Washington Township fell to Delsey 6-5 on a walk-off hit by pitch. Ball. 1-1. This is a tough spot here. West wants to go home early, and they want to punch their ticket easily to the Final Four, but Lenape, after giving up that 9-run inning, is not going down without a fight. That one's high, 2-1.
Let's go.
Fly ball, right field side, and foul. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That's a floater in the right center field. That's a base hit by Silver. 2 runs are going to score. And a 2-run single off the bat of Silver with a swing of gold, and it's 12-6. And now runners back on the corners here for Lenape. a call to the pen here in the top of the 6th. Lenape gets 2 across, but a good long relief outing by Gonzalez to take over after Austin Haney's 4-run first inning. He was able to rebound and held Lenape pretty scoreless, as that was their first RBI since the first. We'll be right back. 12-6 in favor of West. We'll be right back.
Tommy D's Home Design Center has opened a second location on Creek Road in Belmar, operating in Philadelphia for over 25 years and now expanding into South Jersey. Tommy D's is the place to go for kitchen cabinets, countertops, and cabinet accessories, heavily discounted compared to big box retailers. Stop in, take a seat, and watch as our experienced kitchen designer makes the kitchen of your dreams right in front of you. Tommy D's is the best in the business for quality kitchen countertops and cabinets that fit all budgets. Call us today at 856-210-9504 or visit the new location in person on the corner of Creek Road and Harding Avenue in Belmar next to the 42 on-ramp.
New pitcher for West, Zachary Smith on the hill. He's got 20 innings pitched this year. He is one of 3 Lions to have over 20 innings with a 1.75 ERA, 26 Ks, and 10 walks. We do have a bit of an update. Unfortunately, we will be canceling our live stream tonight of Highland and Triton, as due to heavy traffic in the area and because this game has already run pretty long and it's only the top of the 6th inning, we would not be able to make it in time and be able to set up with our equipment with the current setup. So apologies to Highland and Triton. Best of luck to those guys tonight. And hopefully it'll be a good game under the lights. Obviously, as we get into this final week of the season, we'll be covering a couple of night games here and there. Gonna be fun, though. Gonna be very fun. I think we're gonna go back to West and Eustis on the 14th from Rutgers Camden. That's gonna be a 7 o'clock game. That should be real fun. That one is outside. Rocket, right center field. That's going to split the gap. One hopper over his head in center field. One run's going to score, coming around, and he gets across safely. That's a 2-run double off the bat of Shank, and Lenape is right back in it. It's 12-8. So Lenape responds to West's outburst with a big outburst of their own. Fouled back off the bat of Kahn. He's 2 for 3 tonight. Smith trying to shut this down. Neither of the runners that scored on that double were responsible. As there's a foul ball again. 2 strikes now against Kahn. Wheeler, who is also 2 for 3. I mean, Lenape is not gone down quietly. West was on the doorstep of a mercy rule win, and now we have officially gone into slugfest territory with 20 combined runs, 8 for the Indians, 12 for the Lions. Here's the 2-strike pitch. That's hit in the left center field. Are you kidding me? That's going to drop in the left center field gap. Picked up by Orifici, scoring. They'll stop at first, and Mararchi's got a single. So what you missed, Young doubled, Orifici flew out to right, and now Mararchi has an RBI single to make it 13-9. I popped up to first. Either way, he got out. Yeah, I apologize about that. There's not much we can control about the Wi-Fi. We are trying our best to All right, I think it's starting to stabilize. Yeah, I think we got that one back. So, again, sorry about the video issues. We are in a very poor cell service area, as we had the same problems with West football last year. It's a ground ball, base hit. Mayoski has trouble with it, and Mararchi goes to, actually no, pinch runner for Mararchi. Goes to second base. That is number 44, Peyton Gardner. So off of Green now, after the base hit by Fournier, this brings up Ryder. Strike called. Inside. One to Ryder. Two balls, one strike. Yeah, even I can barely search on the internet out here. This is kind of, I mean, we covered this game because Haddonfield doesn't have good cell service for the Audubon game. And now we're running into the same scenario all again. So I really apologize, but a lot of it is out of my control. So I don't want to sound pompous or anything, but we're really trying to fight through this. We had the same problem versus PVI in April, and now we run into the same problems again, so I apologize. Pop-up by Ryder retires him for out number 2. And here's McCree, who had 2 singles in the 5th. That's going to be a bouncer off the second baseman's glove, goes into center field. A run will score, and that's 14 for West. They bring home another. So McCree with another RBI. Yeah, there is no way we'd be able to get to Highland and Triton with how bad the rush hour traffic is. I think there's also a couple accidents on the highway. So So it's exacerbating the issue even more. Runners on first and third for West. Cherry Hill West with 14 runs on the board, 9 in the 5th and 2 in the 6th. That one goes to the backstop. Runner does go to second, but the runner from third stays put. And now McCree advances here. Two balls, one strike. Swing and a miss. 2-2 from Green. There's a ground ball. Out to short, or rather out to second base, throw to first is in time. Side retired. West now puts Lenape down to their final 3 outs. Going to the top of the 7th, 14-10 in favor of West. Zachary Smith looking to punch Cherry Hill West's Final Four ticket, and it comes in the most unusual way. A Cherry Hill West 9-run, 15-batter 5th inning to send us to the position that we're at now. Zach Mioski, Tyler Conrad, and Dante Diambra, 7, 8, and 9 for Lenape, as Smith looks to close it out for the final 2 frames. Popped up, first base side and foul. 0-2 now. As we said, the final score from Washington Township and Delsey. Delsey punched their ticket to the Final Four with a 6-5 walk-off win. High chopper, he tomahawked that ball into the infield, and he's got a base hit. Or no, it's a foul ball. Sorry, spoke too soon. Kingsway, the number 2 seed, they are getting in the motion here, and they are rallying. It is 6-3 in the bottom of the 6th. 2-run double by Tommy Popoff. 2 strikes against Mioski after the foul ball down the line. Time is called. Smith with a swing and a miss, 1 down. And West is 2 outs away from a marquee matchup with Gloucester Catholic, which would be on Saturday in the AM. We'll be covering Shawnee and Audubon that day as a first pitch, excuse me, pop up. Sorry about that, folks. They're doing their roll call now. You just heard G4, Leo Orifici, They're doing like a reverse Yankee Stadium here. A little floater into center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. And Lenape's got a one-out single. Off the bat of Conrad, as this brings up D'Ambra. Conrad now 2 for 3. That's going to be a ground ball. That's going to be a base hit from the bottom of the order. D'Ambra gets a knock. And now 2 runners are on here for the top of the order with Barbash. Here is Barbash. A walk, strikeout, and hit by pitch. That one's outside, 1-0. If West wins, they would improve to 18-3 and would punch their ticket to the Final Four of the Diamond Classic versus Gloucester Catholic. Grant Hunter is on deck. Now, he has had a tumultuous game as well. He's 0 for 0. 2 hit by pitches and 2 walks. Yet to record an official at-bat tonight. That one is foul into the parking lot. 2 balls, 1 strike. Excuse me, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Smith delivers high, 2-2. West leads Lenape 14-9 here in the top of the 7th. 2 outs away and a simple infield double play away from meeting the Rams on Saturday. Swing and a miss, 2 down. That is exactly what you needed. You had 2 base hits from the bottom of the order. Lenape wanted to carry that momentum into the top half of the card, and they just haven't gotten that. Barbash struck out, and now here's the man who has yet to record an at-bat, Grant Hunter. Little tapper up the line. This could do it. Did he get him? Yes, he did. No, he didn't get him. And now McMaster's coming out, and he wants that call to be turned around. I didn't see if he got him or not. It looked like he might have gotten around on a swim tag of sorts. And now McMaster is talking to both umpires. Loads the bases now. As Grant Hunter has recorded his first at-bat of the night. Here's Jordan Silver. He had a 2-run single in the 6th. Bases loaded on 3 singles. Silver pokes this one out towards Young, and Ryder's got it. Ticket punched. The call at first base might have been a little controversial, but they don't care. 1 pitch later, they get it done, and Lenape is the second Cinderella story to go down this afternoon. Washington Township lost on a walk-off hit by pitch, and now Lenape's magical run to the Elite 8 ends right here. A slugfest for sure, capped by Cherry Hill West's 9-run, 15-batter frame. In a 14-9 win, they improved to 18-3. Lenape falls to 8-7 on the campaign. We're going to find out who our player of the game is, because Cherry Hill West did a little bit of everything tonight. And now, stay tuned for the Harper Driving School post-game show as we introduce you to our player of the game, and we will give you our final send-off here from Cherry Hill West now that we do not have a second game to attend to tonight.
All right, your Harper Driving School player of the game tonight, Nick Merarkey, 4 for 5, 4 RBIs. You had a wild night tonight, and so did the entire team. 14-9 with over 20 hits for West's favor. This was a big win for you guys, as it looked like there was a lot of early trouble, but you guys made the comeback. First of all, how'd you feel out there tonight?
I felt great. You know, it's a great day for baseball, so we came out there, we played our game, and we took the dub.
Yeah, I mean, nothing else to say there. I mean, you guys got off, though, to a slow start, 4-0 in the first inning. You guys clawed back with 2 in the first, but then it started to mellow out a little bit. You know, how is the confidence like in the dugout that you guys know we're going to get through it, we're going to succeed, and we're going to get those runs back? What was the vibe like in that dugout after going down?
After the first inning, you know, we come in, like, never a doubt. Like, we know we can hit and we can win that game. If we're down a couple runs, it doesn't really matter, because our lineup, no one's getting through our lineup. We can hit the ball.
And you guys are loose. I mean, 18-3, the entire team, you know, bleached their hair, well, except for you. But, you know, it's like 75% of the team bleached their hair down in Myrtle Beach. You know, you guys seem to have some of the deepest camaraderie that I've seen in a long time with high school baseball. You know, there is chemistry, and then there is Cherry Hill West chemistry. Yeah. You guys are a family. You guys work together every single day. And now you guys have punched your ticket to the Final Four with Gloucester Catholic. #1 seed, beat RV in a walk-off fashion yesterday. What is the mentality for the team going into that tough game on Saturday?
We just got to play loose, play our game, and like I said, I don't think anyone can beat us when we're playing our game. So I'm excited for Saturday.
And if you guys play on your game, then you'll be absolutely perfect to go. Now let's talk about that 3-run single that turned into a 3-base, I don't even know what you want to call it, in the 5th inning. But you guys scored 9 runs, got 15 batters to the plate in the 5th inning. You know, that was a huge rally for you guys, and a lot of it was because of that 3-run single that was just basically a comedy of errors after that. You know, when you guys were coming back, you guys seemed really loose and just really seemed like you had everything together. So my question is, you know, with that 3-run single, what was going through your head after that?
So when I reached on that, like, whatever that was.
I just scored it as a single and then a question mark.
Yeah, I didn't even know what that was. But when I got on there, I saw second base open, so I took it. Now we got 2 runners in scoring position, and I know, like, our lineup's going to get those guys in, and we just kept hitting the ball. We just keep breaking.
Yeah, I mean, that's an excellent story, and you guys have a tough game going into Saturday, but we've already talked about that, and you guys are just going to play your game and see how it goes.
Yep.
Thank you, Nick. We're going to close with just sign anywhere on the bottom of the scorecard. We started this tradition earlier this year, and Merarkey makes it nice and small for us in the 3rd row. Nick Merarkey, your player of the game, presented by Harper Driving School. Thank you. That'll be all for us tonight. A wild Game 2 of the Diamond Classic quarterfinals. Cherry Hill West takes it over Lenape 14-9 with a combined 23 runs scored. An excellent game all told, and even though we didn't get to cover the second game of the Twin Bill tonight, we still had an excellent time in our 1 7-inning final. Your player of the game, again, Nick Merarkey, 4 for 5 with 4 singles and 4 RBIs. From everybody here at Dan Wilkins Broadcasting, our social media coordinators Brandon DeKagerland and Keely Karan, our graphics crew Gavin Van Rel, Caleb Lane, and Liam Nolan, my wonderful producer for coming out here tonight, Chris Baker. I'm Dan Wilkins. We will see you maybe not tomorrow because our scheduled game is Timber Creek GCIT softball, but it looks like that might be a washout. So instead, if that game doesn't happen, Overbrook versus Pittman on Friday at 6 o'clock from Alcyon Park. Thank you, everyone. Good luck to Cherry Hill West and Gloucester Catholic on Saturday in their Final Four their Final Four showdown from Gloucester Catholic. We will see you on Friday and possibly tomorrow if Mother Nature helps us out. Have a good one, folks.